Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back with another set of random encounter ideas that don't suck. Today, I'm stepping out of my D&D comfort zone and stepping into some sci-fi encounters designed for other systems. The adventurers have taken up residence on the newly discovered remains of a space station. So, let's see what they'll run into as they explore. The group approaches a large, derelict station, hovering silently in the void of space. They decide to explore it thoroughly and locate an old docking mechanism that appears to function well enough with power supplied by the group's much smaller ship. Immediately upon stepping out of their ship, the group realizes that the derelict station has vented all of its atmosphere. If the group hopes to explore the rest of the ship, they will need to find a way to restore oxygen to various portions of it. Not far into their explorations, the group comes upon a strange but interesting tool. Its use is unknown, though it appears to be quite mundane. It seems to be crafted for a creature that is much larger than any member of the group. The tool might be useful later on, as many of the station's mechanisms are connected with a strangely shaped bolt. If the group ends up needing to tighten or loosen any of these alien bolts, they'll need the matching tool in order to be successful. The station is a massive complex with many chambers that are either sealed or damaged beyond repair. The group stumbles upon one of these sealed doors in a darkened hallway with exposed wires and hanging panels. The door is sealed by some strange mechanism, and, without restoring much of the engineering in this section of the station, there won't be a good way to open it. If your group is able to come up with a creative means to gain entrance to this area, then it might warrant a reward. Within the secret laboratory, the group carefully searches, uncovering various pieces of scrap and old technology. One piece is particularly useful, however. It's a large crystal that seems to glow with energy and has an alien connection on the bottom. With enough scientific investigation, the group will discover that this is essentially an alien battery capable of powering the entire station for a short period of time. The group might even be able to adapt the battery to fit a piece of their own equipment. The group reaches one of the navigation centers of the station. Along with other notable information about the region, the group discovers that a particular spot in a nearby asteroid belt is highlighted on many of the maps. It's not clear exactly why it's highlighted, but the coloration and ferocity of the alerts seem to indicate that it's dangerous. If the group decides to explore, then they will be met with a large creature that is somehow able to survive in space. It's up to you to decide exactly what this creature is, but it will likely be a formidable opponent, as the occupants of this space station decided to leave the creature alone. I'd like to take a brief moment to ask you if you are enjoying this video, and if you are, make sure to smash that subscribe button. This channel is nearing some very large milestones, and every subscriber helps me out. Now let's get back to it. Another section of the ship reveals a small, partially destroyed nursery. There are signs of many different plants, some of which may be familiar to the group. However, the most noteworthy thing will be a tiny chamber that holds a small creature in stasis. It's up to you whether this creature is familiar to the group, but it's a domesticated pet whose owner decided to place it somewhere safe when the station encountered its catastrophic failure. Luckily, the small chamber had its own source of power and has kept the creature alive until now. Later on during their investigations, preferably when the party is somewhat split up, they will encounter another difficulty. Due to the station's positioning and its state of disrepair, all of the radio equipment in the station will suffer massive amounts of interference. During this time, the group will not be able to communicate with one another, so it'll be a great time for a combat encounter. The group will need to fully repair the outer shell of this station, or find a way to maneuver it to a new location, in order to stop these intermittent bits of radio interference. Also locked away somewhere in the space station is a small metal canister. It will be somewhat difficult to discern exactly what it contains, but if the group goes through the effort, they will learn that it contains an unknown gaseous compound. Again, it will be up to you to decide what this compound does, but it could be a pesticide with less harmful side effects, plant food, or the preferred environment of those who once occupied the station. After the group has established themselves on the station for a short period of time, the ship will begin to take notice. Some of the ship's automated programs start running once again, and certain aspects of the ship are finally revealed. One of these aspects is a hidden function which enables the station to collect valuable resources from flying objects or salvage in the area. This could be an extremely useful capability for rebuilding the ship, if the group is able to discover how to use it, and is willing to spend the necessary time. Finally, the group stumbles upon an old laboratory. It's littered with scraps of notes, broken glass, and more exposed wiring. However, as the group delves deeper, they begin to find larger enclosures, some of which still have remains of the creatures who were trapped there. The group comes to a particularly large enclosure, with various medical implements and a large operating table, complete with restraints. The glass wall of this chamber is completely smashed, so the group might wonder if there is a large, threatening predator loose on the ship with them. It'll be up to you as the DM to decide exactly what this creature is, but this derelict space station will certainly turn out to be more of a threat than the group initially thought. And that brings us to the end of today's Sci-Fi Encounters. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Check out the Discord server in the link of the description of this video to discuss everything RPGs. If you have ideas or requests for future videos, I'd love to read about them in the comments section below. Until next time, be well, be excellent to one another, and stay curious, adventurers.